Do you ever feel like no matter how hard you try, your life just isn't changing? You hustle, you plan, you push, but nothing seems to move forward. The truth is, there are hidden habits and mindsets keeping you stuck. And until you recognize them, no amount of effort will break the cycle. Let's uncover the 10 real reasons your life isn't changing and what you must do to finally take control and transform your future. Today, we will talk about this is why your life isn't changing. 1. You keep living in your comfort zone. One of the biggest reasons your life isn't changing is that you stick to what feels safe and familiar. You avoid challenges, resist new experiences, and cling to routines that don't help you grow. Comfort is tempting because it feels easy and predictable, but it keeps you stuck in the same patterns. Day after day, year after year, real growth comes from stepping into discomfort, taking risks, and confronting the unknown, even when it scares you. Every time you choose ease over effort, you reinforce habits that prevent progress, slowly shrinking your potential without realizing it. 2. You are waiting for the right moment. You keep telling yourself that things will get better, that you will start tomorrow, or that the timing will eventually be perfect. The truth is that there is no perfect moment to take action. Life is inherently uncertain, and waiting only delays your growth while the world moves forward without you. While you wait, others who start imperfectly and with fewer resources move ahead, building momentum you cannot catch up to. Waiting becomes a habit, and habit becomes stagnation, is slowly conditioning your mind to expect excuses instead of results. Change requires action despite imperfection. Even the smallest step repeated consistently creates progress. 3. You let fear dictate your choices. Fear of failure, judgment, or rejection keeps you trapped in the same situation for years. You overthink decisions, hesitate to take risks, and avoid situations where you might make mistakes or appear vulnerable. Deep down, you are afraid not just of failing, but of what others might think about your failures. This fear creates an invisible cage that limits your potential, making you settle for a life far below what you are capable of achieving. Change cannot happen when fear controls your actions. Those who succeed do not act without fear. They act in spite of it. They see failure as a teacher, feedback, an opportunity for growth, not a roadblock. When you accept fear as part of the process and start making decisions despite it, you remove one of the biggest obstacles preventing meaningful change in your life. 4. You refuse to take full responsibility. Blaming your circumstances, past mistakes, or other people may feel justified, but it keeps you powerless. When you refuse to take full responsibility for your life, you give away control over your future and accept stagnation as your norm. You start believing that your success, happiness, and growth depend on external factors instead of your own decisions. Responsibility is uncomfortable because it forces you to confront uncomfortable truths, face your weaknesses, and acknowledge where you have fallen short. But it is also liberating because when you accept that your actions determine your results, you gain the power to change them. Taking responsibility is not about self-blame. It is about reclaiming control and actively shaping the life you want. 5. You lack consistent action. Inconsistency is a major reason why life remains unchanged. You may start projects, routines, or goals with excitement, but your enthusiasm fades after a few days, weeks, or months. Motivation is fleeting, and when you rely solely on it, progress stalls. Real change comes from showing up daily, even when you do not feel like it. Small, repeated actions build momentum and compound into results that would seem impossible if viewed day by day. The moment you build habits and commit to consistent effort, your life starts moving in a new direction. Change is cumulative. Tiny steps, repeated over time, add up to massive outcomes. 6. You surround yourself with the wrong people. Your environment has a massive impact on your growth. If you are constantly around people who complain, make excuses, or avoid improvement, it becomes normal for you to do the same. Negative influence drains energy, reduces vision, and lowers standards without you realizing it. You adopt their mindset, habits, and excuses unconsciously. On the other hand, being around people who are disciplined, focused, and driven pushes you to level up. Conversations, habits, and attitudes influence your actions more than you think. Growth is easier when the people around you inspire and challenge you instead of holding you back. 7. You do not have clear goals. Without clarity about what you truly want, your actions become scattered, inconsistent, And ineffective. Saying you want a better life is too vague to create real progress. Different people define success differently, and without a specific vision, you drift aimlessly. You may work hard, but without a target, your effort does not lead anywhere meaningful. Clear goals act as a roadmap. They help you focus your time, energy, and resources, measure progress, and adjust strategies when necessary. The moment you define what success looks like for you, your actions align naturally, distractions diminish, and your energy is no longer wasted on unproductive activities. 8. You keep letting distractions win. Distractions dominate your life more than you realize. Phones, social media, entertainment, and even minor tasks fragment your attention and steal time from what really matters. You may feel busy, but busyness does not equal progress. Constant distraction prevents focus, reduces productivity, and keeps you trapped in superficial activity instead of meaningful growth. Success and change require deep, uninterrupted attention toward goals that matter most. Learning to control your focus, limit distractions, and prioritize important tasks allows you to direct your energy toward actions that actually move you forward. 9. You quit too early. One of the most common reasons people fail to change is quitting before results appear. Life rarely transforms instantly. You put in effort, expect quick results, and lose motivation when nothing changes immediately. Change often comes after long periods of invisible growth, where progress is happening internally but not yet visible externally. Most people give up during this phase. Just before breakthroughs occur, those who succeed continue despite slow progress and invisible effort. Persistence and patience are essential. When you commit to continuing even without immediate rewards, transformation becomes inevitable. Every day you persist builds momentum, skills, and resilience that eventually compound into remarkable change. 10. You lack a sense of urgency. You keep telling yourself that tomorrow will be better, that you have plenty of time, and that there is no rush. This mindset is deceptive because time is the one resource you cannot regain. Delay allows habits, fear, and circumstances to strengthen their hold over your life. Real change requires urgency, a recognition that every moment counts, and that decisive action must start now. Waiting for perfect conditions is a trap that ensures stagnation. When you cultivate urgency, prioritize what matters, and act decisively, your life begins to change in ways you never imagined possible. Acting with urgency turns intention into reality and prevents wasted time from eroding your potential. The moment you start acting now, momentum begins and transformation becomes unavoidable. Change won't happen by chance. It happens when you take action, face discomfort, and refuse to settle. Apply these lessons consistently and watch your life shift in ways you never imagined. If you found this valuable, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss strategies that can truly level up your life.